Normally, I would not recommend using 2x4s in fine furniture, but in this case, let me explain why. So what you guys see right here is actually a prototype for the base of a kitchen countertop that I'm building. Now, why did I use 2x4? The thing is, this is not for the final piece. In fact, what I wanted to do was, before I went and bought expensive hardwood, I wanted to take something inexpensive like 2x4 and use it to show myself, okay, what does it actually look like? What are the dimensions? Because I think many of you may make a sketch or a simple drawing and the numbers are nice and all, but it doesn't really show you the real world. So another thing with this is I can feel it. I can see, okay, how is it sturdy? You know, there's a lot of things that you're just not going to get off a sketch or off a program. So by doing this, I'm actually able to simulate things before I spend a lot of money. And there's a couple of things that I've already realized with this build that I want to show you guys that I'm going to improve upon once I get the more expensive wood. One thing that was discussed with the client was that there would be space underneath. And so obviously we would have rails here. Now we were thinking about more of going for slats. Obviously, again, this is just a demo, but if you notice here, I have actually offset this. And what I like about it is if you put things on there, they're not going to fall off easily because there's a little ledge. So that was one thing I thought, okay, I like this. I want to maintain this. But initially I just did that because I didn't want, now this is pocket screws. I would use a different method, but I didn't want the screws to overlap and hit each other. So that's one thing I thought, oh, okay, I actually really like that. Now, the other thing is I figured, well, let me see what it's like to just have it around 3.5 inches off the ground. In theory, that sounded really nice, but to be honest, I think I want to have it probably about this far off. That way we can slide bigger things underneath here and a little bit more storage. Another thought too is this is pretty sturdy and I wasn't 100% certain how that would be. Now we are considering maybe adding another shelf, but again, we can kind of test things out and feel them in real time. Another change that I made is I'm going to switch this lower piece, this lower rail, to be on this side, the side that the person will actually be facing, because you can put a cutting board in it. Now I think, again, that's really useful to have for something in the kitchen. We actually had a cart that had a similar feature where we could store the cutting board, very sleek and simple and out of the way. So that's another thing that I thought about is, okay, I need to figure out how to add another stretcher here, maybe add 2, that way it doesn't fall through. But again, as you're prototyping it, you get an idea of new ideas and how to implement them and also potential problems. So I'm going to switch this and how they're oriented, that way we can fit the cutting board. So in summary, I probably won't be using any 2x4s for fine furniture, but that being said, for making prototypes, this is really great material to start off with. Especially before you go and spend a lot of money on, say, walnut or cherry or maple or white oak. This way, again, you can see exactly how your project will look. You can figure out any changes that you want to make, any problems that occur, and that way, when you go to build it, you already have a good sense of the game plan. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. We'd love if you subscribe so you can see more of the videos that we're doing, and I will see you guys in the next one.